So here, this is going to be the Hacienda building in Wickenburg, and I don't know if it's open or not. I don't think it is, but I think this is called the Dance Hall 80. It's also historic. It's a historic statue here in town. Down here it says J. Seward Foundation 2008 sculpture. So it's a fairly new sculpture, but it's still historic. And then the property, the Hacienda building, has been on the historic register. It's also got a nice historic marking up here, historic 16. I think they have a map down by Desert Caballeros that you can actually look at, and they'll show you all of the historic buildings in the area. This is the Hacienda building, Bermuda Ranch. See if it's open. I don't think it is though. No, it's closed. So, okay, just another thing we can come back later. I think those are more brands on that post light though. You can see that cattle were very important to the city. I think we see another one over here. So let's go take a look. Looks like this building over here is marked. So let's go see what it says. It's on the same street right across the way. This looks like a lab core. So it says March 22nd, 1954, at this location, Captain Canada materialized for the first time in the United States of America. I do not know what that means. Captain Canada materialized. So we'll look into that and figure out what the heck that means. That's a little weird. Now this city has these historic markers everywhere. It says Old Brick Post Office has been placed on the National Registry of Historical Places. That is pretty amazing. I wonder if we can find out exactly when this building is from. Let's go in and try and see if it's open. Oh, looks like it's closed. Looks like a lot of places are closed today. We're also here on a weekend, so that probably is not helping much. Let's take a walk down the road to the, I think it's the Chamber of Commerce down there. So across the street, there's a train. We're gonna go take a look at that in a minute. This is one of those maps I was saying has all the markers actually indicated, the buildings that are labeled, and then you also have the actual map that you can track back and forth. But over here, this is a I believe it's called the Teachers Library. It's also from the J. Seward Foundation. Let's go ahead and press it.
Women came west for the same reasons as men: opportunity and adventure. This young lady has just arrived from back east to accept a teaching job in the tiny community of Wickenburg.
Wow.
She won't have her own home, but will board for a few weeks at a time with local families.
Which school district?
Her classes will meet in a one-room school, so that means she'll have to teach all 8 grades. Many of the students in the upper grades will be only slightly younger than she, and some won't speak English. During the fall and spring roundup, the ranch boys will have to miss school, and when they do attend, they'll be wearing chaps and boots and spurs, and maybe even packing a pistol. Funds weren't always available for a school building in early Arizona, and she might hear stories of the teacher in Tucson who opened the first public school for girls in a brewery, and the one in Yuma whose classroom was an old adobe building that was formerly a jail, complete with graphic graffiti on the walls. Among her many other duties is that of school custodian. That means she has to clean and make sure there's plenty of firewood for the pot-bellied stove that will keep her students warm on cold winter mornings. She came west with romantic notions of finding a husband. As a woman in a male-dominated community, her choices will be many, ranging from cowboys to prominent businessmen. And when she marries, she'll have to give up her job. And when the next school year begins, another young woman will arrive in town with a suitcase in hand.
Now I see he mentioned a couple things, but it's really interesting. The actual paper, it says Wickenburg School District, and then this case here, this is actually something I have in my own family. We actually came over from Ireland, and that was actually a location. This is basically the exact same storage case that I know my family has. Now over here you have a little free book library. I've seen one of these in Prescott before. You know, they always have a little bit of books in there. They're all kind of obscure, but it's really nice to see that people can actually get books if they need them. I don't know what this is over here. It looks like just a trash thing. So let's go take a look at the Chamber of Commerce. Alright, so we got here, it looks like it's closed, at least the Tourism Information Center. But this is the Chamber of Commerce right here. Wickenburg Chamber of Commerce, National Register of Historic Places. Does not look like it's open though. We got the rest of historic downtown here, of course. But this is going to be the Visitor Center and Chamber of Commerce up here. You can kind of see off. This is the rest of the city. Go this way. If there's anything to see over here. Oh, that's nice. It's nice. This place is very well decorated. It's a very aesthetic town. Very old Western. Alright, so this whole area is very close together. You have the Chamber of Commerce, Desert Caballeros Museum down that way, and then you have this beautiful monument that I couldn't help but stop and look at. This is really beautiful. From the American Legion, it looks like. Beautiful waterfall. It has a salute to all the people who lost their lives. It looks like mostly from Wickenburg. That's amazing. This is something we should have in every town. War on terrorism. So even recently, this is very beautiful. Put up in 1976. So this is, you can see all the flags. Alright, so this is going to be the Henry Wickenburg House, built in 1903. It says Postmaster, Justice of the Peace, School Board and Justice, Trustee, I mean, minor, he did everything. This is pretty amazing. This is Mayor Larry Roach Roberts. Nice memorial for him. It's going to be the Wickenburg House here. That's going to be where Henry Wickenburg lived. This is an old 1900s house. Really locked up, but this is such a beautiful location. This man meant so much to this area. You can see right there, Henry Wickenburg Historic House. Even got his photo. You can see the 1900. Looks in beautiful condition. I mean, you can see how much the people care about him here. So that's it, Henry Wickenburg House.